Downs, here we come, man.
Rocco, baby! All right, Rocco.
That's the man right there, Armando, man.
In the winner's circle, number 5, Betwithbothhands, by the way, done by Rocco Bowen. What's your name, Ben Boston? Put it on by the first one.
Armando, the trainer, I want to start by saying him and his brother, they're a 2-horse operation. They got 8 horses. They do everything themselves. Armando hold the horse up here by himself. That just shows what kind of horseman he is, you know. It's 6.5 hours drive to come and take a shot, you know. I mean, he literally begged me, Rocco, just stay one more day to ride, you know. And then, you know, twist my arm enough that we stayed, and I'm happy I stayed. But I want to give all the credit to Armando and his brother. You know, they're hardworking guys, you know, that are trying to get their name out there. So I guess take very little bit of credit. He was, you know, he did like what he told me, just getting comfortable in the race, you know, and everything went good, you know. I was able to lay off a horse a little bit, make one run. I was a little worried about the 7 Mercer Island. You know, that horse made a really huge run at me when I was riding in Oakland Park. I told Armando, I guess got to save enough in the tank for this horse later, you know, but I guess Armando had him really right today, that I had to worry about nobody flying coming late.
Do you feel like it changed the complexion of the race when Hieronymus had to scratch?
Honestly, it probably did, but you know, we'll take it as it is. You know, if that horse was still in there, we already had a game plan and we handicapped it, so it would have guessed been a little different. But you know, it probably did. You know, he was a favorite. You know, he was coming in from winning the Mid-State Lake Derby. But you know, sometimes that's what horse racing all about: making quick adjustments, and you know, and making things on the fly, on the time. You know, but Armando, my agent, they had a lot of confidence in this horse. I did too, but those 2 guys, they had so much confidence in this horse coming into this race. So, like I said, I want to give all the credit to Armando and his brother.
Have you had a chance to ride here a whole lot?
No, this is my first time yesterday riding here, sir.
First time. So what were your thoughts on Ellis? And just obviously you got to feel good about it.
I like it. You know, I ridden in Kentucky last year, got my first opportunity to ride in Kentucky. Rode my first mount at Churchill Downs and I win for Mr. Paul Holtus and Nancy Holtus. And that's when I got my foot soaked in Kentucky. And ever since I loved it, you know. And I'm just another track that I'm riding at in Kentucky, and hopefully I can be back next week again.
So Rocco was saying you said you begged him to stay another day here at Ellis. He rode for somebody else yesterday.
Correct.
We'll just talk about coming down here from Chicago.
You know, I want to thank his agent. You know, Rocco did. You know, he's been doing a tremendous job for us back at Arlington. You know, we win the last 4 with him, and you know, our trip over here was, you know, we had this race in mind, you know, and you know, thankfully it all came into place and it worked out for Betwithbothhands, you know.
Yeah, just thinking that it's a good spot. You get away from the horse you ran into you were 4th to the last 2 times coming here. Were you thinking about Kentucky Downs?
I was. That was my next race, depending on how well he ran here, you know. So I mean, by the looks of it now, I think that's our next spot.
Yeah, and coming into the race, how confident were you?
You know what? I like the fact that it was a short field, you know. That was one of my, you know, things when I nominated the horse and entered the horse. If it was going to be a short field, I'd be interested in racing him here, you know. And I was pretty confident when I got here and I saw the way the horse was acting, and you know, I felt pretty good about it.
You have a real family operation. Your brother owns the horse, and your jockey was saying the 2 of you do all the work. You got 8 horses.
Correct. We got 8 horses back at home, and you know, it's a family-owned, you know, business. And you know, I just started training a couple of years ago, and you know, I'm trying to get my name out there. You know, by doing well and you know, showing my results.
Who were you working for before?
You know, I actually worked for a veterinarian back in Chicago. You know, Dr. James Gilman. I worked for him for 13 years. So, and then I just, you know, he retired, and you know, it put me in a place where, you know, I wanted to train horses, and I've been training my own ever since. You know.
Do you own all your 8 horses?
Correct.
You have?
Yeah.
Well, how big is it going for $1 million race at Kentucky Downs for you then?
It's huge. You know, it's you know, it's a dream that I've always, you know, dreamt about. You know, running with, you know, I want to run in the big leagues. You know, I want to have the horse for it.
How many stakes have you won before?
This is my first one.
Your first one.
Correct.
Congratulations.
Yeah, this is my first one.
And is this your first start at Ellis?
Correct. That is my first start at Ellis. Yeah. So it's pretty exciting.